Oran accueille les Jeux méditerranéens 2022.
Hello and welcome along back to another video on my channel. It's finished Algeria 2, France 3 in the Oran 2022 Mediterranean Games. Unfortunately, it means that Algeria bow out of the competition. Well, you know, we can't win the gold medal or the silver medal or the bronze medal, but it's so disappointing the way the team started and then managed to get back in the game and then just the ending. And then we're going to talk about it, so let's get into the match. So before the game even kicked off, first of all, we played in the Ahmed Zabana Stadium, I think the stadium of MC Oran, the club. 40,000 stadium full an hour before kickoff for an under-18s match. I'm telling you now, and I'm not being biased, no other country in the world could manage that. Not even the French would manage that in France, not a chance. That's absolutely stunning. I'm not being biased when I tell you we have the best fans in the world. And don't be ashamed to admit it to anyone else from another country, because we do, and it's fact. Unbelievable support. Manager, who's been a bit dodgy the first two games, he made a lot of changes. Now, I know people wanted to see a couple of changes, but he made a lot of changes. So many unnecessary changes. I expected, you know, Zuliani to come out. But why did he change the goalkeeper from Boalem to Boumengouche? Because the goalkeeper was horrific. The first two France goals, for me, were both the goalkeeper's fault. There was no need to change the keeper, Boalem, because he kept a clean sheet against the Spanish. So he didn't need to change him. He benched Mohamed Omar Rafik as well. And of course, Hans Foug was suspended after he got sent off against the Moroccans. So we go 2-0 down after about 25 minutes. Amazing national anthems. The French one gets absolutely booed. Even the TV cut it off. Algerian anthem, Rassamen, was fantastic. But such a killer for the fans. They really didn't deserve that after the support and the excitement they put into that team going into the game. 2-0 down after 25 minutes. Both goals from Amin Messousa, who is, of course, of Algerian descent, which makes it even more weirder. I'm going to talk in a second about these players of Algerian descent, you know, switching one day. It's a very, very weird situation these players are in. So we go 2-0 down into half-time. We think we have no chance at that point, because at that point, Algeria basically have to score 3 goals. At that point, it's 1-1 Spain and Morocco. Morocco got a penalty. The referee in our game was horrendous, the Italian ref. I don't know why there was an Italian officiating France and Algeria, but anyway, the refereeing from top to bottom for Algerian football is absolutely atrocious. I don't actually think it was just this game. I think all 3 games it was awful. You know, the second game, of course, we get the red card that kills it, but just shocking officiating. We get back in it. Ivan Shegra, I think at Ajaccio, he scores a penalty for Algeria. And then it's relentless Algeria pressure. Free kick corner, free kick corner. France barely had any opportunities. It was all us, really. And eventually one of our free kicks works. I thought the France goalkeeper had a very good game. Eventually one of our crosses is into the box, and we do head it in this time, not straight at the goalkeeper, but into the far corner. It goes to 2-2. The roof comes off, and we're with about 10 minutes left, and we need 1 goal to go to the semi-finals, okay? You know, and you have 2 shots at a medal from a semi-final, and unfortunately we couldn't get that goal, and France go down the other end straight away while we're all celebrating and get a penalty, a very, very soft penalty for the French. And I have to say, this is mirrored in the Cameroon game. We score, we celebrate, we go mental, and we don't concentrate, we don't keep it tight at the back, right? Score, focus, there's a job to do. We're not even through at 2-2, by the way. Still got a blooming job to do. We're not focused, we're scrambling. It's like just like the kick-off of the first half again. What do we know? Before we know it, France get a penalty. And for me, not a pen. Never ever a pen for me, in my opinion. Very harsh decision, I have to say. But, you know, again, Boanani scores the goal, okay? Another player of Algerian descent, okay? And he celebrates, and his goal knocks Algeria out of the Mediterranean Games. And then in 5-6 years, is this guy going to ask to switch and say, I love Algeria? I don't get it, man. If I was Boanani, I'm missing on purpose. I'm hitting it in the sky. Left foot bang. Left foot was always missed. I'm hitting it wide. All right? Game on. He should have done that. He would have gone down a legend if he did that, if he missed that pen on purpose. Now, he's public enemy #1. And I don't think Algerians are going to accept this lad because, you know, to see us host the Mediterranean Games in our stadiums again is going to be a long, long wait. And an Algerian has knocked Algeria out in Algeria. So we lose 3-2. We still push. We get an indirect free kick, which is a free kick in the box when the ball goes back to the keeper. You can't shoot from it. You have to roll it or whatever. The whole French team's in the goal. You just got to smash the ball. It will go in. They always almost certainly go in. Sugar, he misses the target. He misses the target from 6 yards. Come on, man. You lot would have buried that. I tell you what, you lot might not have scored that, but you would have at the very least, you'd have hit the target. And then the referee blew the whistle when there was still a minute to go and we were on the attack. So Algeria are out. But I give bravo to the players. Very, very brilliant effort. There are some players in that team I think we'll see one day for the main team. I think, of course, Belmadi was there for the first game. He saw them. I think Mehdi Puch-Herrantz will be in the team one day. Mohamed Amar Afiq, if he can get coached properly, will be good. Adam Dougi could be a good player. Handful, even though he got the sending off, is a very good talent. There will be some players in and around the national team, I'm sure, one day. Sort of these players are going to work up to sort of, you know, under 20s and Bulgaria's B team. So, anyway, that's not it in terms of Algeria football and hosting a tournament, because of course in 6 months' time Algeria will host the Chan in Algeria under Majid Bouguera, and very much now with the new stadiums we have, it'll be a fantastic tournament. Algeria at home will look to win with that sort of support, and of course with what's happened with Ben Hamouda, I'm sure they'll try and win it for him as well. So that concludes coverage of the Mediterranean Games. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry Algeria couldn't get a medal at the very least, but subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next